replaced the traditional use of พระยานมาตร3ลำคาญ or the royal palanquin with 3 poles. This section that you see in the picture will be the one that will receive the weight of the royal urn. This will come and be assembled together with the front section to complete the royal gun carriage. In response to the wishes of King Vachiravud, King Prachadipok or Rama VII ordered the use of the Racharot Punyai to carry the royal urn for King Vachiravud on 3 counterclockwise rounds of the royal crematorium. Racharot Punyai or the royal gun carriage was used for the last time in the royal cremation of King Anantamahidol or King Rama VIII in 1950. The rear section of the carriage has now been docked close to the Gren Bandai Nak. In a moment, the royal urn will be slid from the Gren Bandai Nak onto the Rachirot Punyai. The construction of this new royal gun carriage is based on the details of the royal cremation ceremonies of King Rama VI and King Rama VIII. The Royal Thai Army's Ordnance Department studied historical evidence and information from the National Archives of Thailand, including related photographs, video recordings, to determine the function and components of the royal gun carriage used during the royal cremation ceremonies of the kings. The information was then analyzed for drafting of the construction plan of the royal gun carriage to be used during the royal cremation ceremony of His Majesty the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej. The structure of the royal gun carriage comprises 2 parts: the rear section and the front section of the vehicle. According to the historical findings, the structure of the royal gun carriage was based on the Mountain Cannon Vehicle Series 51 that the Royal Thai Army has been preserving for a very long time. The original was put through engineering-oriented testing, and new ones built with strengthened structure appropriate for carrying the weight of the royal urn. As for the wooden artworks adorning the royal gun carriage, the rear section is divided into the platform with lotus decorated mouth-base pattern and lion's legs. The front section features a curved litter carved into 6 naga heads and their back tail. Besides, there are other components incorporated to further promote the elegance of the royal vehicle. For example, the distinctive Thai traditional pattern contained within triangles, known as the Krajang pattern, being featured along the body of the royal vehicle. The royal vehicle's wheel is also decorated with the Krajang pattern, beginning from the hub of the wheel and extending along all the 12 spikes or the 12 spokes. The wheel ring is highlighted with a gold-colored line. When the carving was completed, these components were then lacquered and gilded. The lacquering and gilding were accompanied by glass decoration. The lion's legs were opaquely gilded in order to accord the highest nobility. Such opaque gilding, as well as the lion's bases, reflects the highest honorific level befitting that of a king's royal ceremonial items. The use of lotus to support the royal urn featured in the ancient belief relating to the Lord Buddha and Prapodhisat or Bodhisattva, one of the Lord Buddha's incarnations. This is according to the deep recognition of His Majesty the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej Rama IX being comparable to Bodhisattva, while the carving of the litter in the shape of the Naga's heads is in accordance with the Brahmanic and Buddhist beliefs. Thais uphold our kings as being comparable to divine beings, and therefore the movement of the royal vehicles carrying the royal Great Golden Urn requires the support of nagas or giant serpents. Such motion is considered similar to His Majesty passing from his human existence via the royal crematorium or Pramerumat back up to his residence in heaven. As His Majesty the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej also served as head of the Thai Armed Forces, the royal gun carriage will be used to carry the royal urn in accordance with the ancient royal tradition. The Ordnance Department is responsible for building the royal gun carriage. The structure is modeled after the base of cannon in ancient times. The Ordnance Department presented 2 royal gun carriages to the Fine Arts Department. One is the actual carriage to be used in the ceremony, and the other is a substitution. The Fine Arts Department carried out artistic work and carvings to accord the highest honor to His Majesty the King. The troops are now getting ready for the assembling of the royal gun carriage. The rear section of the royal gun carriage carrying the royal urn has now been moved and will join up with the front section in just a moment. So this chariot, the royal gun carriage, used instead of the Prayanamat Samlamkhan or the royal palanquin with 3 poles to carry the urn, the royal urn of a king or celestial ranking royal who held a military rank during his lifetime. From the Grand Palace or the Palace of the Deceased to the cremation ground. The procession will circle the Pramerumat or Pramen in a counterclockwise direction 3 times. A tradition started during the reign of King Rama VI for the royal funeral of Field Marshal Prince Kromalwong Nakornchai Sri Suradet in 1916 and used most recently